I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences.
Did you hear the shocking audio that's causing waves across the internet? Iman Shumpert, once adored for his calm demeanor, is now being exposed in a way you never saw coming. Fans are furious. Why is he yelling at his daughter? And what's worse, the fallout could cost him everything. Stay tuned to find out what really happened and why the stakes are so high. This is not just a simple argument. What you are about to hear is a raw and emotional moment that's breaking the internet. The audio, which has now become viral, captures Iman in a heated moment, yelling at his daughter in a way that no one expected. He's not the calm, collected father figure that we all thought he was. His voice, filled with anger, frustration, and confusion, breaks through the sound of a tense moment. It's painful to listen to, almost as though you're eavesdropping on a private argument you shouldn't be part of. Fans, who once saw Iman as the perfect family man, are now questioning everything. How could this happen? Why was he so angry? What's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about? The gravity of this audio leak is hitting hard, and it's raising far more questions than it answers. The leak doesn't just expose a father losing his cool, it reveals cracks in a relationship, cracks in a family that once seemed solid. Iman Shumpert, an NBA player, always carried the image of a cool, collected athlete with a strong family foundation. But now, he's been exposed in a way that no one saw coming. As fans listen to the heated exchange between Iman and his daughter, they are left in disbelief. This isn't the Iman they admired. This isn't the Iman they thought they knew. His reputation is on the line now, and people are looking for answers. But what's the truth? What really happened here? What makes this situation even more devastating is the emotional toll it's taking on his wife, Teyana Taylor. She's been nothing short of supportive throughout their entire relationship, and now, she's left to deal with the emotional fallout of this shocking revelation. Imagine being in her shoes, hearing the man you've built a life with, the father of your child, shout at your daughter in a way that shakes you to your core. This isn't just a moment of frustration, it's a betrayal of trust. It's not just about the audio, but the pain it's causing her. Teyana has always been a rock for Iman, but now, her world has been turned upside down. How could she possibly process this? Teyana has always been vocal about how she values family above all else. She and Iman have always been open about the ups and downs of their relationship, but this feels different. This feels like something that could break them. It's not just the public humiliation, it's the emotional devastation that comes from knowing that your partner, someone you trust, has crossed a line that's hard to come back from. Fans are left wondering, will Teyana stay by his side? Or is this the moment that ends everything? The question now on everyone's mind is, how did we get here? How did things fall apart so quickly? Let's take a step back and reflect on their relationship history. Iman and Teyana's relationship has always been viewed as the epitome of couple goals. From the outside, it seemed like everything was perfect. They've had their fair share of struggles, sure, but they've always managed to work through them. Their relationship has been built on a foundation of love, respect, and shared dreams. They've shown us what it means to fight for love, to weather the storms together, and to build a family despite the odds. But now, this audio leak has cast everything in a new light. Is the relationship as perfect as we thought? Or has it always been teetering on the edge of collapse? The public has seen the highs, their adorable family moments shared on social media, their joint projects, the way they've always supported each other. But behind the perfect pictures and the smiles, there were always signs of tension. Like any relationship, theirs wasn't without its flaws. They've had their disagreements, their quiet moments of struggle, and even the occasional fight that no one saw. The difference is, it was always handled behind closed doors. Until now. This moment, this shocking outburst, is a painful reminder that even the strongest relationships can have their breaking points. Iman and Teyana have been through a lot, but this could be the one thing that they can't come back from. The betrayal is too deep, the damage too real. The situation involving Iman and Teyana is much more than a public scandal, it's a family crisis. At the center of it all is their daughter, whose world is now shaped by the unfolding drama. Children, especially at a young age, are deeply affected by the turmoil in their parents' lives. It's impossible to imagine the emotional toll this situation is having on her. The idea of watching her father, a figure she likely admires, lose control and act in a way that contradicts everything she's known about him is undoubtedly distressing. Her perception of her father, her family, and even her own sense of security must be in turmoil. How does a child process something like this? The emotional impact of witnessing such a breakdown is profound, and it will likely leave a mark on her for years to come. For any child, their parents' relationship serves as the foundation of their understanding of love, trust, and stability. Now, this foundation is being cracked, and the aftershocks will ripple through every aspect of their family life. The daughter might find herself torn between two conflicting emotional allegiances, unable to reconcile the image of her father that she holds in her mind with the reality of his actions. It's not just the immediate impact that matters, it's the long-term effects this incident will have on her emotional well-being. How will she perceive relationships and conflict resolution as she grows? The legacy of this moment could shape her future relationships, her trust in others, and her ability to manage emotional complexities. This family story is no longer just about Iman and Tiana. It's about how they, as parents, will navigate this moment of crisis. The emotional weight of this scandal has now burdened their daughter, who may feel as though she is caught in the middle of a storm she has no control over. The stakes have been raised, and the consequences are no longer just about Iman and Tiana's personal lives. They are now about the well-being of a child who deserves stability and reassurance. The public's reaction to this incident has been swift, and the division is palpable. Fans are split between outrage and empathy. Some are shocked, questioning Iman's actions and expressing disbelief that he would behave in such a manner. For these fans, the image they had of Iman is shattered, and they are left grappling with the idea that the person they admired could be capable of such behavior. Others, however, are quick to defend him. They point out that everyone has bad days and that this moment of weakness shouldn't define his entire character. They argue that Iman is human, and it's unfair to judge him solely based on one incident. These defenders suggest that perhaps this was an isolated incident, a moment where he acted out of frustration or anger, and that it should be understood in the context of the pressures he may be under. But the reality is that no one knows the full story. We are all outsiders, observing a narrative that has been shaped by partial information. What we have are speculative details, rumors about what caused the outburst, wild theories about hidden issues within their relationship, and conflicting opinions about the future of their marriage. Some suggest that this outburst is the result of something deeper, a long-simmering issue that has finally come to the surface. Others believe that it's simply an isolated incident that's being blown out of proportion by the media and fans. The truth, as always in situations like this, lies somewhere in between. We only have the audio, which raises more questions than it answers, and that leaves the door wide open for interpretation. Amid the confusion, the speculation continues. Fans are particularly curious about the future of Iman and Tiana's relationship. Could this be the end? Or is it just another obstacle that they can overcome, like they've done in the past? Tiana's silence following the incident is deafening. It's unusual for her to remain quiet for so long, especially given her strong public persona. Could she be waiting for the right moment to speak out, or is her silence a sign that she's already considering life without Iman? The absence of her voice in the aftermath of such a dramatic moment is telling. It leaves fans wondering what she's really thinking and feeling. As the rumors swirl, some fans speculate that Tiana may file for divorce. They believe that the emotional toll this incident has taken on her might be the breaking point. Others, however, are more optimistic. They suggest that this could be just a bump in the road, a moment of crisis that the couple will eventually overcome. The truth is, no one really knows what's going on behind the scenes. Could there be more to this story that hasn't been revealed yet? Perhaps there are deeper issues at play that have yet to surface. The silence from both Iman and Tiana only adds to the mystery, leaving fans in suspense about what will happen next. As the drama continues to unfold, the public's interest remains intense. People are invested not just in the relationship between Iman and Tiana, but in the emotional journey of their daughter, who is undoubtedly experiencing a whirlwind of confusion and pain. The family's story has become a spectacle, but it's important to remember that behind the headlines and the rumors, there are real people who are struggling to make sense of what has happened and how to move forward. The impact of this scandal will be felt by the entire family for a long time, and as the world watches, we can only hope that they find a way to heal and rebuild in the face of this crisis. Then, just as we think we have it all figured out, a pivotal moment arrives, a twist that changes everything. The suspense is palpable. Could Tiana be planning to confront Iman publicly, demanding answers? Or is she silently weighing her options, thinking about the future of their family? Fans are watching closely, waiting for a sign. The tension is building, and the world is holding its breath, waiting for the next big revelation. Just when you think you have all the answers, another twist throws everything into uncertainty. What will Tiana do next? Will she stay and fight for her family, or will she decide that enough is enough? Will Iman come forward with an apology, or will he continue to stay silent? The cliffhanger is real, and the anticipation is killing us. We are left wondering, what's going to happen next? What comes after this? So, what do you think is going to happen? Was this a one-time mistake, or is there more to this story than we know? What will happen to Iman and Tiana's relationship? Will they recover, or is this the end? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. This story isn't over yet, and you'll want to be the first to know what happens next.